I'm telling you, these people that are doing this aren't as clever as what you think. You can't have someone who's that evil and that clever at the same time. It just doesn't. It don't fit in my eyes. But speaking of eyes, sight triggers sentences. Now, you use your sight all the time, obviously, and it does trigger their sentences. It can amplify sound as well. Now, when they use Spotlight Audio, they only run it through a CB radio, speak through it, and then you're on the first level of existence. Your voice is on the first level of existence. That's the only way I can describe it. Now, people have learned that by doing that, I mean, it's hard to believe that they've got something that nobody else on the planet has got. Someone's devised a piece of equipment so advanced that no one can touch it. But then you could also buy a Spotlight speaker that does exactly how I've explained. It just does exactly how I've explained. Now, a lot of it, what you hear, is your own thought projection, and it's in a foreign voice because your thoughts are being amplified. But when you listen to someone through nature, because of the way nature is, when you listen to someone, you create an awareness that they're going to say something. You're expecting it. That's how you have a conversation. And it works the same way with v2k. Now, there's going to be a few of us on TV explaining how it's all possible when it all gets out, but then in my eyes I think it's a bit too late. If someone can undo this to somebody else for kicks, then what's the world worth fighting for? I've heard rapes, I've seen things, and it's ruining my life. My government, they've supported me. I mean, I can't work, so I get paid to be out of work because I'm too ill to work, and I get by with money. I haven't got no money, stress with money. I'm pretty well off, and they've made me so tired sometimes. It's difficult to sleep at night, and I know that when they read feedback, the perpetrators read feedback of what us victims are saying, they only use it against us. It proves that it's working. It proves that it's working. Now, there's not many people in the UK that I know of who've got this. I'm just remembering all the situations I've been put through. Been put through what felt like an exorcism. What were an exorcism? I could hear different voices, different expressions, personalities, gay, straight, female, male, and it was one of the most bizarre days of my life. I've also seen what I can only describe. You see, when sometimes I take drugs, my eyes become distorted, so I can actually see particles in the air sometimes when I'm on drugs. I know it sounds a bit bizarre, but when you've got your TV off and it's an LCD display, what you can see in front of it is a fuzz. It's like a mist, a vibration, a mist of the vibration of air, as if the air around the television is vibrating even when it's switched off. And what I did see was a woman who was leaning against a cabinet in what could only appear to be a burnt playground with a big fat man and paedophilia all surrounding her. Now, I know when you talk back it sounds crazy, and I know it does, but I've seen many a thing, even my worst nightmares. I know a lot of it is down to me because my thoughts are projected. I do realise that a lot of it is me. So, but I do realise that they've done an awful lot. I'm a lot cleverer than what I actually appear to be on here. I'm not very good at talking to myself. That's a joke. I got pretty good at talking to myself and kept myself company.